Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this rallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about back here. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1.
Another gun. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'll stay what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Sophie Leash, she's one of the young...
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Hey, those punches add up. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? The courage on display here is incredible. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. They're giving us a high-tempo show. like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She catches and counters. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's a blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. A counter punch is smart.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. It's bombs away. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes,
I don't want to lose.
there's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She scores with that counter. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Nice defense on that hook. They're both trying for a knockout. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominant.
She's starting to suss out this round.
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice job blocking the hook. Swing and a miss with the jab. Do you believe this? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won.
She's trying to let this go.
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Couldn't land that jab. That hook's blocked. Just missed with that hook. There's a counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And that will do it. What a victory. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again. Are you all right? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion. Here comes Big D, David Adley.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
One of the hottest tick. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Those counter punches have to hurt. They are giving us a high-tempo show. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They stopped the hook there. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Punch, counter punch. Insane action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8.
I love it. That jab's quick.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. That counter shot lands. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the hook. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Do you believe this? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear.
You're gonna let him get back in.
There's the bell for round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
beautiful counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. The perfect counter lands. Throws the jab but does not score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Has to be careful for that receipt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the train... There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. These punches coming from every angle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A perfect counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Nice job by him to block that jab. They block the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because...
The cut doesn't look that bad, but they're going to take a look at it anyway. So the referee says, fight on. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can...
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Alexander Usyk in the on to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
He scores with the counter. And just as quickly as the action slows down, and he's back up. Carrying away the right hook. David Adelaide couldn't take any more, and down he goes. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Big D, David Adelaide is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took it out.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination. Let's talk about O'Carroll in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I love that.
Round 8, and we're off again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No defense for that hook. He's see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. He threw a punch and just got countered. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This is not where John O'Carroll wants to be. They somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this? Study my movements. Go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations. Bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause on it regardless, who go the hardest? Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking for...
Chantel Cameron. Soup. Here comes...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Not too many... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do you believe this? She scores with that counter. That counter shot lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Good counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Ooh, and that one got Sky good. She's in. Down goes Nicholson. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. Let's talk about Sky Nicholson.
Back into the fight.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this one out. She has got to bounce back in this round after that knockdown. No doubt about it.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
There's a scoring blow. Hey, those punches add up. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Cameron in that last round.
Big breath. Big.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. That punch dropped her hard. I have...
Are you okay? You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd...
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale. And here is the destroyer, Conor Benn, one of those must-see type of fighters coming out of the UK. The famous son of a legend who's beating his own path. Terrence Bud Crawford.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for... So here we go. Should be a good one. Nope, that uppercut does not score. That jab scores. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Hook can't miss. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They both want the knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Crawford is dazed. And a big down goes Ben. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Let's talk about Ben in that last round. You gotta wonder, what do we expect to see here in round 2? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter punches.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars. Down goes Ben. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he pulled that thought. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but say...
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny. It's the Mexican monster, David. It's no wonder they call him the Pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. They exchange punches. They better start respecting each other's punching power. A perfect counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook just can't find the target. Trying to land that jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Has to be careful for that. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
That was a terrible round, that was.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
A straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with the left hook. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Only catching air with that hook. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. The Prince of Wales is down. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are next.
Talking about Calzaghe in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back up.
Get out there.
There's the bell for round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Hold that thought! The Mexican monster's in trouble. That was the moment!
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter shot. Perfect counter lands. Can they figure out the combination too? Did you see that? David Benavidez might be ready to go. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Talking about Calzaghe in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but perhaps...
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round.
That's his round.
There's the bell to start round 5. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he misses with that straight left. Incredible work rate. And he fails to score with that left hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the gym.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out of there.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.